voice that likes you are one and the same. This is your Lord, and when you move, only for the cause of love, the heart of the one, and the voice that likes you will lead you on. There are two ways of looking and hearing. One is from me, apart from them. The other is us, a body of one, a unified self. In this there's no me, only us, the heart of the one, and the voice that likes you are one and the same. This is your Lord, and when you move, only for the cause of love, the heart of the one, and the voice that likes you will lead you on. Wow. I love that line. And when you move, only for the cause of love. That is such a cool way to talk about, for me, you know, my movement in the world, what I say, what I do, how I am in the world. And so that was based on Regina's Thought of Awakening number 155, plus my dear husband's phrase, the voice that likes you. And I just thought the two went together really well. So yeah, so I'll be singing that for a little bit. What an interesting weekend. Happy solstice! Whee! The beginning of summer, and over here it's been sunny all day, and over here it's about to rain now, so it's kind of interesting. What a great kind of kickoff for summertime for me. Vermont is so beautiful in the summer. It never gets really, really super hot, maybe 90 on a couple of days, you know, throughout the summer, but really most of the summer here is pretty much in the 70s and low 80s, and with hardly any humidity. Yes, exactly. Makes me so happy, you know. It's such a great great thing after having been raised in the humid South and then living in New York City for so many years where the summers are very hot and humid. So I really am thank you, Spirit, so much for putting me where I am. I love it. So I got some things I on my heart. Like I said, I want to teach myself and share with you, and hopefully it's helpful to all of us. So yeah, I'll just open us with a little bell ringing, which I like to do. I love the sound of Om. I love the sound of this bell. I love the sound of the birds outside. I love the sound of my cats in the other room going, "Meow, meow, we want to go outside." Oh, life is good. Even when it's a struggle, life is good. Life is full of love. Love is who we are. So I can see that love in everything if I wish to. So therefore, together right now, you and I are co-creating this circle of unconditional love, where everything that we like and everything that we don't like is included. Today I'll share a few things that I like and a few things that I don't like. And how that all teaches me. And I think probably at this point in my life the most powerful prayer I've ever heard is Father Keating's welcome prayer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everything that comes to me today, every thought, every feeling, every situation, every person, bring it all in. Welcome it. It's here for our healing. Blessed be, and so it is. Ah, goodness gracious. Well, today's topic, which I've been really working with this week, so I think that's why a whole bunch of feelings have arisen. Today's topic is littleness or magnitude. From chapter 15 in A Course in Miracles. I'm going to share Glen's booklet on that. And wow, I've been mulling this over ever since Monday, when I first started preparing it for our Wednesday night class, and it just seems to have bubbled up within me and has made me aware of certain feelings, feelings, thoughts that I hadn't really noticed before, or haven't given myself a chance to really look at. I think probably because I'm so used to my Yolanda personality, right? Being out loud and proud, outrageous, and all of the, craziness that I have done in my past. And I love all of that. but I've turned a page, a big page. Yeah, big page. And I'm turning 70 in August. I'm like, wow, life is really different now. And I really don't think, I've always been a person that comes from the heart, even since I was little. Um, and a lot of times, that irritated my family and my parents and those around me and stuff like that. So some of that has been coming up for me to examine, um, and to inquire into. Uh, and so the feelings as of late, the thoughts, which turn into feelings, or trigger my feelings, I don't exactly know how that works, but it's related. If I dwell on thoughts long enough, then these feelings come up. Um, have been about being invisible. And I know that sounds silly because I'm so, I have a big personality. Um, but the personality has been covering this feeling. Uh, and what I remembered, I'm going to tell you in a minute, kind of what triggered this memory was, what I've remembered was that my family didn't know what to do with me, my mother or father or my brother, because I came out of the closet in the fourth grade in Alabama, and so like it was really a big upset for everyone. Uh, and so there was this sense for me that I could never catch up or make it right, or and so I felt invisible. And even sometimes when I was young, I would go so far after that incident, I would go so far as to, if we had people over in the house or something, or had a party or something like that, I would go literally into the walk-in closet and close the door and hide. So I remembered that. And then, of course, I would get punished for that. Or not punished, but, just spoken to. And one time, I fell asleep in there, and they called the police. They couldn't find me. They called the police. Like, oh my God, where's Tony? They call me Tony. Oh my God, walked around the neighborhood trying to find me and all this stuff. And like, I don't know, hour or so later, I woke up from my nap and came out of the closet and said, hi, what's going on? Oh my goodness. So I was a bit of a pill for my parents. But since it's Father's Day, I want to definitely say I love my father. He was a sweetheart, just an absolute sweetheart, and he did everything he could. I mean, it was I was hard for him to understand. It's okay, it's okay. I don't have any you know regrets, or I'm holding anything against him or anything. In fact, I want to show you his picture. So I'm gonna share just a minute. Oh, I'm on. Okay, I'll do this. It's on the wrong tab, but we'll scoot over to the tab. Here we go. This is my dad right here. We kind of look alike, right? I mean, that smile, his eyes and stuff. Now, this is my dad doing what he loved to do best, which was radio and television broadcasting. So he's here, I think, at a football game. I'm not quite sure, and I don't know who these other two gentlemen are. I can't remember them. But that's my dad doing what he loved to do. And he was the kind of guy that never met a stranger, right? You know, like he was just jolly and fun to be around, you know. And I probably picked up some of that from him. I'm going to show you another picture. Now, this is him on the... This is not a football game. He did broadcast football games, but it's not a football game. It's some news incident that happened. There are police around and looks on people's faces and stuff. But he was always at the scene of whatever happened, you know, recording it and commenting on it and whatever like that. But this was what he loved to do. So, you know, he was in the spotlight all the time, and I used to watch him, and Mom was usually with him, and so I would watch TV at night because they would broadcast, you know, in the nightly news, and my mom would be with him. So most nights they were gone until late, and I was with a babysitter. So just interesting, you know, interesting to grow up that way. Feeling it kind of felt like, you know, growing up with celebrity parents. It kind of felt like that, you know. So I guess I picked up all of that because he worked for NBC, and they wanted for him to take a job in New York City when I was young, but he didn't. So he wanted to raise his kids in a small town. But that's where I got the bug, because we would go to New York City and visit, and I got the real bug to live in New York City. So, and here's my little boy. That's Seder. Oh, he looked at us. Hi, Seder boy. That's my little boy. Oh, I also want to show you Glen's dad. This is Glen's dad. His name is Sam. And Sam was went to seminary. He was a Baptist. He went to a Baptist seminary, and then he joined the Navy and was a chaplain in the Navy, and they moved all over the place when Glen was growing up. And here's what Glen had. He posted this in 2021. He said, I was picking up some items at the CVS the other day. I was standing in line next to the greeting card section. I had to maintain the social distance as mothers and children perused the Father's Day section. Made me think of what card I would get my dad. Something with nature, likely. He died in 2017. Had a full life, had a great woman, my mom, and raised some amazing kids too. And his mom actually commented down there, this must have been on Memorial Day. This is Jewel. On this Memorial Day, we thank him for his 24 years of service in the United States Navy, plus 2 years active and 4 years reserve in the Korean War as a part of the Air Force, later Army Air Corps. My dad was also in the Korean War, a sergeant. So we thank both of them for their service. And yeah, I just wanted to share those two things. Happy Father's Day to all. And to all the, you know. Oh, you can see the resemblance with Glen. Yeah, right? I know. Seriously. They were very much, they looked a lot alike. And similar in personality too, because Glen's dad was very, very, very intelligent and had a big, big, big heart, like my sweetie. So yesterday I had an interesting day, and I wrote a contemplation on it because today's Thoughts of Awakening sort of brought that out. So I wanted to share that. I wanted to share this contemplation on Thoughts of Awakening number 171, which says, the peace of the heart is guidance, because it speaks to you of your truth. When you seek answers to problems you perceive in the world, you cannot find an answer in the peace of the heart. This is because you have not set your fears aside. You are taking fear with you and asking it to be peace. Fear cannot be peace, and peace cannot add to fear. Peace will tell you, let go of your fear, come to me, asking nothing. Rest in peace, asking nothing from it for yourself. Wow. Peace and guidance shall be your reward. Yes. So that really struck a chord in me. And like I said, I've been sort of inquiring into different emotions. And this is what my reflection, my contemplation said. Am I taking fear with me and asking it to be peace? Is fear the central reason my heart wants to remain broken? Is the fear of letting Glen go still with me? Am I wrapping myself in that fear for protection, for peace? Those were the questions I inquired into over the last 24 hours. When I focus on my problems and the world and its problems, there is no peace to be found. But I cling to my fear because I think somehow that holding on to it will protect me in some way. If I hold on to it hard enough, it will turn to peace. What a notion. It's like our government causing a war in order to have peace. There is no such thing. It just doesn't work that way. Either I'm focused on the world and its problems, or me and my problems, or I'm focused on peace. I keep noticing where I'm holding on tightly to fear as a protection. So, last night, I was invited to a party. I didn't go. I was afraid to go because I didn't want to go alone. The fear of going to the party alone was more comforting than actually going to be around people. And then I got home and beat myself up for it. And of course, ACIM says the ego's range is from suspiciousness to viciousness. What a circus I create when all I do is focus on fear, the world, myself. Will I never find answers that way? I will never find answers that way. Do I even need to find answers? What if I don't need to find anything? What if I don't need to ask for anything? The Course says, in my defenselessness, my safety lies. What if there's no fear in defenselessness? What if there's no fear in feeling my feelings? What if I just be vulnerable and feel my feelings? What if I just rest in peace? Can I do that? Yes, I can. Just because I have feelings of vulnerability that tend to lead me into the fear zone doesn't mean that peace isn't with me. I just simply make the choice to shift my attention to it. I've always liked the phrase, rest in peace. For me, that's a useful reminder, not for when I die, but for now. And what sort of came to me is that acceptance of letting things be exactly as they are is not resignation, but it's the willingness to meet reality as it actually is. It frees me to act with clarity. Peace is available in that acceptance. Not the peace that comes from everything going my way, but the deeper peace that comes from no longer requiring it to. Peace is my center. Blessed be. Oh, Connie's here. Hey, Connie, and Melissa's here. Hey, y'all. Oh, so nice to see you. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Wow. So that. Oh. Before I'm gonna sing another song. I'm sing "In My Defenselessness, My Safety Lies" because I love that song and I haven't sung it in a while. But I want to tell you what else happened yesterday because I don't want to leave you thinking, "Oh, I was just in gloom, doom, and despair." Because I wasn't. I was investigating doom, gloom, and despair, but I wasn't living there. But it was an interesting investigation. So anyway, yesterday I took part in a local LGBTQA Pride event, and I was asked to sing "We Are Angels," which, is definitely my signature song. And, it was a bunch of people I hadn't met before, so that was wonderful too. And of course, that was where I got the party invite, but decided not to go. But anyway, beat myself up. Nope, I won't. But after the service, a little girl, about 5 years old, was sitting in the audience, and she had her crayons and pencils with her and everything. And as I was singing, she drew a picture of me. And she wrote on the top of the picture, "I love your music." That meant the world to me, y'all, because I had been feeling and all of this stuff and feeling, I've been feeling a little weird about sharing my music. I know that sounds funny, but because I'm really, I guess, digging deep these days, and music is coming out differently for me too. It's a really wonderful thing. It's like when I first started writing the A Course in Miracles songs, the songs based on A Course in Miracles mostly, and it's liberating and freeing, but it also is unlocking my vulnerability in a way that I haven't been used to. And before we came on, I was talking to Shauna and telling her a little bit about this. And, I've always been very, very confident in my music, and I'm not so much lately. And that's okay. It's okay. I'm just sharing, this is the best way I know how to share. And so I'm just looking at it that way rather than performing or trying to get some sort of applause or whatever, And of course, as an artist, we certainly put our art out there and hope that people appreciate it. And so this meant so much to me when she handed me this. I'm going to show it to you. Oh, it's just the sweetest thing. And of course, I don't have kids, and I don't have, nieces and nephews. And actually, and I'm not saying this to be hurtful or anything. This is all a healed thing, but nobody in my family has ever said that to me. No one, not a single person in my family. It's kind of weird. But her saying that to me unleashed the cry, the buckets of crying tears. That's why I didn't go to the party, because I was just like, ah. But yeah, it was really moving and wonderful for me. So bless Miss Margot. Her name is Margot. I know. Oh, please, Melissa. Do you want to say? Do you have something you'd like to share? Yeah.
Did you see my question in the chat?
Oh, hold on. Let me
Just
see. Let me see.
saying.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. I don't see it.
Oh, shoot. I wrote it in the chat, but I guess it didn't work. Maybe I didn't send it, but
Oh, no, I
it
didn't.
said who, and then in quotes, is my family.
Oh,
Who
yes.
is my family?
Hmm.
And I beg to differ, because your family is incredibly in love with you and your music and your beauty and your light, right? And
Yeah,
and
thank
then
you.
the family that you were born to, the light in them. I was thinking about this the other day, because I've been trying to feel all the feelings just like you. I mean, we're the consciousness, right?
Yeah,
And I'm like, the light in them loves the light in me. The light
yeah,
in me loves the light
yes,
in them.
yes.
And when I can't figure out anything else, I feel like that's a really good reminder.
It is. It really is.
So I love you
Thank you,
so
Melissa.
much.
Thank you, and you're right. Absolutely, you're right. And I don't have anything against my family at all. I was just noticing how funny that, my birth family. But I'm so blessed to be with you guys and to claim you as my family. You know, it's wonderful. Yes, absolutely. Let's give ourselves a big hug. I love myself. Thank you, Connie. You're a sweetheart. Oh, okay. So, I don't, I don't, I don't. In my defenselessness, my safety lies, and this awakening has come as a big surprise. In my defenselessness, my safety lies, my safety lies. Oh, whoa, my safety lies. Oh, when I feel threatened by this changing world, it shifts a fortune and its bitter jests. The world is illusion with guilt and with shame, defense and attack over and over again. But I'm not the victim of the world I see. I am the power of let it be. Oh yeah, now let it be. In my defenselessness, my safety lies, and this awakening comes in a big surprise. In my defenselessness, my safety lies, my safety lies. Whoa, my safety lies. And so I look past my dreams today and all my fears I gladly toss away. 'Cause I am surrendered and I stand secure. Deep in the stillness, weakness disappears. I listen to the voice for love that guides my path. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. Hallelujah. Here we go. One more time. In my defenselessness, my safety lies, and this awakening comes as a big surprise. In my defenselessness, my safety lies, my safety lies. Whoa, my safety lies in my defenselessness. Thank you. Wow, that was healing for me. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I sang that. Wow, I'm glad you enjoyed it too. Thank you. Well, let's have a little look. I really wanted to share this from Glen's booklets that he used to make. Because this is just really meant so much to me. There's so much. This little picture of this young boy, who actually reminds me of baby picture, young, very young pictures of Glen. They were all of his family were tow-headed when they were little. So he just rocks my world. Look at that cute face. And then down here, a volcano, Iceland's volcano. Wow. So Glen says, ever feel like an imposter? Ever feel like you were meant to do more, be more? The truth is that we often feel like children living adult lives that are way more complicated and difficult than we can manage. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. But it just feels like that right now. It's not the truth. Who we are is not up for discussion or debate. We are gods and goddesses, and we can act like it. We are the radiant light of love, I like to say. When we believe ourselves to be flawed, little, and broken, we actually ask the world to confirm that idea. When we act on who we are, we find out we're volcanoes. I think he did that for me because I am in love with volcanoes. I think volcanoes are the coolest thing ever. In fact, I told him, if I died before him, that I wanted him to take me to a volcano and throw my ashes in the volcano. Anyway, he goes on to say, we are shaping the world around us in new ways. And that is what volcanoes do. They explode and then, create new fertile soil, actually. We are shaping the world around us in new ways, profound ways that create the experience of joy and connection that we know is our inheritance. We look inside of who we are, we listen to the voice telling us the truth, and we act. We move into the world knowing who we are and who we're becoming. There is no turning back. Truly. I'm on the path. You're on the path. There is no turning back. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen. But I am going to go back to that page and share with you. Oh, thanks, Alyssa. Yeah, I thought that was really cool, too. Very awesome. I'm going to go back to the booklet and share from there. And so I'll be on another page, but I invite your comments. So if you have anything you'd like to say. And Glen has some provocative questions for us usually. So if you want to answer any of those questions, just unmute and have at it. So this is chapter 15, the Holy Instant, section 3, littleness versus magnitude. And the Course says, be not content with littleness. Littleness is the offering you give yourself. You offer this in place of magnitude, and you accept it. Everything in this world is little because it is a world made out of littleness, in the strange belief that littleness can content you. When you strive for anything in this world in the belief that it will bring you peace, you are belittling yourself and blinding yourself to glory. Littleness and glory are the choices open to your striving and vigilance. Your choice is your evaluation of yourself. Choose littleness, and you will not have peace, for you will have judged yourself unworthy of it. There is no form of littleness that can ever content you. I think I learned that yesterday, or I'm reflecting on that right now. You are free to try as many as you wish. All kinds of forms of littleness. You can try as many as you wish. But all you will be doing is to delay your homecoming. For you will be content only in magnitude, which is your home. So Glen's comment here is, our culture is only content with the belief that you are little and ineffectual. It's the only way the system works. We keep asking for approval, permission, likes on social media, and it doesn't work. Our home is in magnitude. Shrinking from our true desire for oneness and our unique and creative ways of expressing that oneness is killing us. And his question is, who do you think you are? It is exactly what's happening. Yeah. This belief in littleness is reflected in everything we see right now. I mean, a lot of things are coming to light in the current climate that we live in. They've always been here, but it's really coming to light, and that littleness is being exposed.
But I
Oh,
feel
please.
like I
Yes,
just, I thank you, Yolanda.
yes,
I
yes.
mean, I feel like it's a lot easier for those of us, and I'm speaking for myself. It's being exposed in me.
Yeah,
I'm looking out there, and I want to know who I am. And it seems like the more I want to know who I am, the more crap I'm seeing. So I feel like, and Sean, I'm going to use you as an example, if you don't mind. And maybe you do. I can't see your face, but you're someone I kind of look up to, and I just see your commitment and your light and your guidance and your guidedness and your commitment to your guidedness. And I look at that and I'm like, okay, it's just like Regina's or like Anne's or like yours, Yolanda, Connie's, whatever. And I see myself separate from that, but I look at all these other things, and as opposed to 5 years ago, 10 years ago, judging them in the same way that I might have before, that littleness is showing the littleness in all of us who
yes,
weren't quite ready to see it in ourselves.
yes. I totally
So I
agree with you,
probably,
Melissa. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's showing up in me. That's why all of these feelings are arising, and different different things. And it's something I thought I had examined before, but not to this depth. Not to this depth. Who do I think I am? I am a radiant light of God. It's my favorite thing. I sing to myself now. I shine the light of love. That's who I am, right? Even if I don't feel that way. Super interesting. Oh, this is good. So the Course goes on to say, there is a deep responsibility you owe yourself, and one you must learn to remember all the time. The lesson may seem hard at first, but you will learn to love it when you realize that it is true and is but a tribute to your power. It is only by finding your function and fulfilling it that you can escape from littleness. And right there, it reminds me of another place in the Course where it says, forgiveness is my function. There is no doubt about what your function is, for the Holy Spirit knows what it is. There is no doubt about its magnitude, for it reaches you through Him from magnitude. You do not have to strive for it because you have it. To hold your magnitude in perfect awareness in a world of littleness is a task the little cannot undertake. Yet it is asked of you in tribute to your magnitude and not your littleness. Doesn't that speak to what you just said, Melissa? Oh my God. Wow. Wow. So Glenn says, each of us was born with something we had to do, needed to do, need to express or be, and it may not look big to the world, but it is big. We are important, necessary, and essential to the well-being of the world. Our function is the reason why we're here and what we are to create. So his question here is, why are you here? What is your function? And so, in general, I do love where the course says forgiveness is my function, and um, I do take that on, and I start with myself. I do start with myself. It's you know, forgiving, giving space to myself to be the true me, to be that radiant light of love in the world. And so I can see it in others. Oh, goodness. Okay. So the next thing the Course says is, would you be hostage to the ego or host to God? Let this question be asked you by the Holy Spirit every time you make a decision. For every decision you make does answer this. And Glenn says, either we are expressing ourselves or we are pretending to be little. We often let the culture call the shots of our self-expression. That's pertinent to me because, the culture of being an artist or art maker or a musician, whatever, is really interesting. Actor, any of it. The culture teaches us really that we're not true artists or whatever unless there's fame and money involved. But that's not true. I've learned so much about how whenever I perform or speak or anything, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's being touched or moved, or even if anybody is. And then it comes back around to me in amazing ways, like this wonderful thing, you know. And then I have to tell you something else because this is incredible. I, released Sparkle, the song, earlier this week on Monday, and to the public and everything. And the video, people are loving the video and all that stuff, and it's really cool. But, I was kind of feeling a certain way. Oh, whatever. Nobody's paying attention to in things that I do to myself. So, I get this email from a woman I went to college with over 40 years ago, but not her. The email was from her daughter, who I haven't seen since she was 5 years old. Had never had communication with this girl since she was 5 years old. She heard Sparkle. She sent me this email. I trust the Sparkle. I follow the Sparkle. I love the Sparkle. I'm going to share this with all of my friends. And then the video count went up. I'm bad. I shouldn't do that to myself. But I go to YouTube and I say, is anybody watching my video? It went up. I was like, wow. So, it's so interesting when you put something out into the world. And, I'm so grateful for Regina for letting me, and Jacqueline, because of, the copyrights and all of that, for letting me be inspired by these thoughts of awakening and put them into music. And it just makes me so happy to be able to sing these words from Regina to people and see where it lands. It's so cool. The first time I ever sang Sparkle in public was acoustically, and it was at this thing that I do every year called the Winters of Drag Ball. There were over 2,000 people there. And Regina said, I just sang Sparkle to about 2,000 people. And everybody was doing this, you know. It's, thank you for letting me share this. This is very healing for me to like remember, you know, that I don't know what's happening. I don't know what anything is for. I don't know what's going on. I just let spirit flow through, and that's it. And then all kinds of things happen. It's amazing. Oh gosh, okay. So, I'm going to move on down. Oh, because we're getting close to the end of our time together. Um, the Course goes on to say, for littleness and the belief that you can be content with littleness are decisions you make about yourself. The power and the glory that lie in you from God are for all who, like you, perceive themselves as little and believe that littleness can be blown up into a sense of magnitude that can content them. Neither give littleness nor accept it. We are deceived, Glen says, by what we do not know. If we don't know it, we don't need it right now. There is no easy way out. There is no alternative path of your happiness that doesn't involve you being you. In our expression of ourselves lies our power, and that is also true of everyone else. Question: are we comfortable with the grandeur and the magnitude of others? Wow. Wow. Melissa says, when we allow life to flow, all kinds of things happen. For sure, they do. Yeah. And, you know, this question of, am I comfortable with other people's grandeur, you know, made me really stop and think. Um, where's my jealousy? Do I do jealousy? I have to say that pops, you know, pops up. That limits my perception of my own magnitude. So, oh, please, Melissa, yeah.
That's such a great question. And for me, I just really wanted to say that I mean, 100% when I feel, I'm saying this so I remind myself to say it in the future, 100%,
Mm-hmm.
that when I feel jealousy, and that's exactly right, either I'm comfortable or I'm totally insecure.
Mm-hmm.
And the reminder I'm hoping to get from this is when I feel that total insecurity, okay, just stop and
Yeah.
what is so insecure? What is this for and what is it trying to tell me? And I feel like that's one of the things that's coming up to a lot with all the clarity that's coming out through all these issues in the world.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Yolanda.
Wow, thank you, Melissa. Boy, you're speaking my heart today, really. You're putting words to things that's just been sort of swimming around in here, and I truly appreciate you doing that. I really appreciate your comments.
You're
Yeah,
speaking my heart. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The heart of the one. Oh, well, we're almost out of time. Let me see. Uh, you know what? I'm just going to read Glen's last comment here. Our task is to restore the awareness of magnitude to our lives and the lived expression of our friends and family. We are capable of so much more than we think we are. Thank you, Glen. when we learn of who we are and trust that expression, we tap into all the real power that ever existed. We cannot be contained. We don't want to be contained. We want to erupt onto this world. We change our opinions about ourselves and begin to honor this sacred and necessary journey. We will not rest until our function is complete. We'll never be satisfied with less. And his final question is, do we sell ourselves short? And sometimes, honestly, I do. But then I come into the sanctuary every morning and I'm reminded by my family of who I am. And I thank you for that. I know we're at 6 o'clock. Do you mind if I sing one more song before we go?
Please.
Oh, thank you, because I really wanted to share this one. It's the next one I'm about to record, and it's inspired by Thoughts of Awakening, number 15. It's called I Am Willing. My willingness is my strength. My willingness is everything. My willingness is my guide, and in this love I will abide. Ooh, I am willing. Ooh, I am willing. Ooh, I am willing to love and be loved in return. Expression of my desire to forgive takes me higher. It's written on my heart. I'm grateful for this brand new start. Ooh, I am willing. Ooh, I am willing. Ooh, I am willing to love and be loved in return. To love and be loved in return. To love and be loved in return. Thank you.
Woohoo!
To love and be loved in return, I accept. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You've really been a blessing to me and helped me teach myself. So, much love. See you next time. Listen to the voice that likes you. She will tell you that we are one, and she will tell you how to act like it. Alrighty.
Look to the sparkle that shines within, and let it lead you and shine its light on all you see. Embrace the sparkle, it is your truth. Look to the sparkle that shines within. Follow the sparkle, trust the sparkle, yeah. Listen to the sparkle, it is your truth. Look to the sparkle that shines within, and let it lead you and shine its light on all you see. Embrace the sparkle, it is your truth. Look to the sparkle that shines within. Follow the sparkle, trust the sparkle, listen to the sparkle, it is your truth. Look to the sparkle that shines within, and let it lead you and shine its light on all you see. Embrace the sparkle, it is your truth. Look to the sparkle that shines within. Follow the sparkle, trust the sparkle, listen to the sparkle,